You're here in Billings. There's a big hurricane going on in Washington, D.C. What is your message to the good people of Montana?
Well, I'll tell you what, I think the country and even the world is seeing what's going on. The level of popularity, the level of love, not only in this room, but all over the country, outside of that little swampy area, the level of love is incredible. Our country, Pete, is doing better than it's ever done before. The markets are the highest. The jobs are the best. We've cut your taxes massively. We have what we've done on regulation, I think it's probably really the big secret, because frankly, it may be even more important than what we've done with taxes. Today we have, as you know, a great future Supreme Court justice going on, Justice soon to be Kavanaugh. And we just had a brilliant, young, fantastic justice approved, Justice Gorsuch. That's going to save, hopefully, your Second Amendment and so many other things. So, I mean, the level of love in the country is beyond belief, outside of that little area, but the level of hatred there is also beyond belief.
Yes. Let's talk about that little area just a little bit. Folks here may have seen an anonymous column written in the New York Times. This audience would say that an attack on you is an attack on the people that voted for you.
Yeah.
Are you any closer to knowing who did it and what should be done if you find out who did it?
Well, number one, the Times should never have done that, because really what they've done is virtually, it's treason. You can call it a lot of things. But to think that you have somebody in all of the cabinet, so many people, as you know, they came forward, they're writing editorials. They're all saying, it's got to be at a fairly low level, because so many people today, I was just coming out, and I see all the people that are saying such great things. We have a lot of love in the administration. And the White House is truly, as you would say, a well-oiled machine. It is working so well. And I heard you say yesterday, we have thousands of people that in theory could qualify. So they take one person out of thousands. But what's unfair, I don't mind when they write a book and they make lies, because it gets discredited. We just discredited the last one. We discredit all of them because it's lies. But I'll tell you, when somebody writes and you can't discredit because you have no idea who they are, usually you'll find out it's a background that was bad. It may not be a Republican. It may not be a conservative. It may be a deep state person that's been there a long time. You don't know where. It's a very unfair thing. But it's very unfair to our country and to the millions of people that voted really for us. They voted for us.
Another issue this crowd is often fired up about is the wall, a commitment you've made. Washington hasn't been so good at that. There's another budget showdown coming up. Congress hasn't been very good at funding that wall. You've got a budget showdown coming out this month. Would you shut down the government if wall funding is not included?
So we've started the wall. We've spent now close to $3.2 billion. We're in different parts of California. We're doing an 80-mile strip, but we are looking to get the rest of the funding. Here's the thing. I have a lot of great Republicans. We need Republicans elected in the midterms. We have to get Republicans. And we are getting the wall done, but I've had so many people, good people, great people, they'd rather not do it before. They'd rather do it right after the election. They don't want to do anything to upset the apple cart. And my inclination, if it was up to me, I'd shut down government over border security in a second. And I guess when you get right down to it is up to me. But I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt us or potentially hurt us, because I have a feeling that the Republicans are going to do very well. We have the strongest economy we've ever had. I think we're going to do really well in the midterms. Between the tax cuts and all of the other things we've done, So most likely I will not do that, but we're going to do it immediately after the election. I have the commitment from Mitch McConnell, from Paul Ryan, from everybody. We do it right after the election where hopefully, frankly, it'll be easy because we'll have more Republicans, not less. We're doing very well in the Senate. And I think we're doing really very well in the House, but we'll see how it comes out. It'll be an exciting day, I can tell you that. Nothing will be as exciting as our day almost 2 years ago. Can you imagine? It's almost 2 years. So we're going to get the wall. We've already started the wall, and we'll continue onward.
Mr. President, tonight is the first NFL game. They don't have as many viewers as they used to have. But from Colin Kaepernick to the NFL to now Nike, who's going to win this cultural showdown of standing for the anthem?
We are. I don't know what the NFL is doing. Honestly, I don't know what the NFL is doing. From what I understand, it's in contracts that you have to stand for the national anthem. In fact, they have somewhere it says you will stand, you will have the helmet on the ground and the hand on the heart. That's what it says. I don't know why they're not enforcing it. And in cases where they don't have it, you know, they had a new thing where they don't have to do that. You don't have to kneel. You can go back into the locker room. I think that's worse than kneeling in a certain way. You're going back in. That shows that you just have no respect for the anthem of the flag. I don't like what Nike did. I don't think it's appropriate what they did. I honor the flag. I honor our national anthem. And most of the people in this country feel the same way. They feel the same way.
One more quick question back to Washington. Rudy Giuliani just told the AP that you will not be answering any questions written or in person to the so-called special counsel. Can you confirm that?
Look, there was no collusion. Even in these crazy books, they don't talk about collusion. There was no collusion with Russia. I love this country. Now, if we get along with China, where we're doing very well in trade, do you notice what's happening? Do you see what's going on? And with Canada and with Mexico and with different places. But if we get along with China, if we get along with Russia, if we get along, just a little while ago, a very nice statement came out from North Korea. You probably saw that. By the way, you won't read that in the papers because when it's nice, they don't put it in. Kim Jong-un said very nice things. He said, we want to get denuclearization during the Trump administration. It just came out a little while ago. Nice, very nice. And I hope you heard what I said, because you don't read that in the fake news media. You just don't. I mean, they don't want to write that. They only want to write bad when it comes to us, and it's a shame. The level of unfairness and bias in the press is actually incredible. But in the meantime, we're winning, folks. Be happy, because we're winning. We're winning.
Last question. You're here in Montana for a reason. I have a feeling you would like to get rid of one John Tester and replace him with somebody else. The VA is a personal passion of mine.
Good.
What happened to Ronnie Jackson was a shame. Is that going to be a focus of your remarks?
Well, first of all, you have a new man, Matt. Do we love Matt? So Matt is... they know him so well here. He's been so successful. He's running for the Senate. And frankly, what Tester did to a phenomenal man, Admiral Ronnie Jackson, my doctor, he's an admiral, he's a doctor, he's like he's just a great person. And what they did to demean this man, and he held up because he's strong, but most people could never take it. Ronnie Jackson, we love you. It should never have happened, but what Senator Tester did and what he said that turned out to be false was incredible. And you see that in politics. People say things that are totally, they're doing that with Matt. They're saying bad stuff, and they figure, hey, we'll correct it after the election's over. Let me tell you, you have a winner here. He's going to win, and he's going to give us his votes, because Tester's never going to give us a vote. I know he did a commercial. I feel a little bit guilty, because he did a commercial today, and everyone's saying it's like a love letter to President Trump. That's because I won the state by many, many points. And so is that right? I mean, he did it's a love letter. I shouldn't say bad about him. The fact is, we're never going to get his vote. On the Second Amendment, if he can, he'd get rid of it. He'll follow Schumer. He'll follow Pelosi. He'll follow Maxine Waters. Okay? And the problem we have as a group, he will never, ever vote for us. He didn't vote for Judge Gorsuch, Justice Gorsuch. He didn't vote for tax cuts. He didn't vote for the things that we need. So you need to elect our friend, and he's going to be a phenomenal senator. You got to vote against Tester. You got to vote. He will never, remember this. In a way, I feel very guilty saying it, because I almost thought I made the commercial about me, and it was his commercial. But he'll never vote for us, and that's ultimately what's important. So stay with Matt. Be with Matt. I think he's leading in the polls right now. I saw a poll. He's 2 points up. You're going to have somebody that's going to be with us. He's going to vote for us. And he's going to be a great, great senator for your state. Great. Thank you.